What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Sports Talk. I am Vin, your host, and I am joined here with Henry and Ian. Today we're going to be talking about Jets, free agent pickups, and how they're going to look for this season. So, Henry, what are your thoughts?
So I think the Jets, honestly, if I were to give them a letter grade, I'd give them a C. I think their offseason was kind of mediocre. The Aaron Rodgers signing, they had to get a lot of unnecessary pieces that they didn't really need. But one of the signings I did like that they did was the Adrian Amos signing. I think that really benefited their need at safety. I also think that Alan Lazard was kind of unnecessary with a crowded wide receiver room. Maybe they could have spent that money elsewhere on a better wide receiver too that would help them go against some of the tougher secondaries in their division.
Ian, your thoughts?
Also letter grade, I would give them a B plus here. I like the moves with Packers players coming along into this young team. I like the mix of veterans and young players that are just getting in the league. It's great for development. I like those second year players in Brees Hall and Sauce Gardner. Brees, he's coming off an ACL tear, but I believe he will be one of the best running backs in the league and bounce back.
I'm going to go back to what Henry said about how the Alan Lazard was unnecessary. For what the Jets wanted, which was Rodgers, it was necessary because he specifically said, I want Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard. So I feel like the Jets got what they wanted, but they also got some other medium guys. So you're looking at teams around the league. They have the Dolphins. They got Tyreek Hill. They got the Bills. They have Stephon Diggs. We have Garrett Wilson. I'm a Jets fan, so I'm kind of leaning towards this. I'm going to give them an A-. I think what carries them down is their wide receiver room. It's way too overcrowded. Just the top six, which is all you really need, is Wilson, Lazard, Cobb, Mims, Hardman,
Davis.
and Corey Davis. So it's definitely switchable. Someone gets hurt, someone needs an off day. Someone could come in and fill in. It's just who's going to perform at the highest level? Now, the 1-2 should be Wilson and Lazard. Opinions?
Vin, if I could butt in here for a quick second. I think I like the depth. They're going to be fighting out over the rest of the offseason during practice, and I think it's going to work out. Even though it may be a little bit crowded, I think that's better than very few wide receivers in a room. Also, with Rodgers coming in as quarterback, he likes to throw to his tight ends. You got Conklin, and who's
Uzama.
And I feel like he's gonna spread the field. He's gonna distribute his passes, receptions to all the receivers.
Yeah, he threw a lot to Robert Tonyan last year. He got 500 yards on the season, had 6 touchdowns. I feel like that's going to be very beneficial for two, again, mediocre players, but you add these mediocres up, it adds to one guy. And I feel like the Jets, they're going to hover around 10, 11 wins, maybe cut it down to 9. But Henry, where do you see the Jets finishing especially in a very tough division? Where do you see them finishing?
Honestly, probably third spot, but going back to what you and Ian said, you guys were saying you like the depth they have at receiver, but we look at the Bills team, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, we look at the Dolphins, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. The league is trending more and more to a 1-2 punch. Garrett Wilson, and then Alan Lazard, that doesn't compare to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. What do you?
Oh, I think personally, do you have anything else to say?
No.
I think that although that they have a lot of 1-2 punches out there, I feel like to add up everything that we have, it kind of adds up as a 1-2-3 kind of thing. Listen, I'm not saying by any means that the Jets have a top receiving core in the NFL. I'm just saying I think that it's better than last year. And I think back on the quarterback I feel like they brought Rodgers in to almost teach Wilson how to throw the football again. Because I feel like once Rodgers leaves, he's not going to be there for a long period of time, max 3 years. I think that Wilson might come back a stronger quarterback. This is going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you for watching Weekly Sports Updates with your hosts Vin, Henry, and Ian. See you next week.